Hello, my name is Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get excited for your creative projects. I should probably mention what I do here on this channel. So I am a aspiring author. An aspiring author should probably use proper grammar on that since I'm trying to write. It's fine. Anyway, yes, so I'm an aspiring author. I am going to be talking about books and reading as well as writing and just what it means to live life creatively. So we'll kind of see. We'll see how it goes. By the way, I have a super sleepy pup, so I changed my camera angle so you could see him sleeping. He's okay. He's just sleeping. Anyway, so I guess let's go ahead and talk about today's topic. I'm a little chaotic in my channel because I don't always plan things very well. I just kind of turn on the camera and start talking, so it's going to be great. You may hear voices in the background as well as a dryer because I do not plan these well. Sorry in advance. It's going to be fine. Anyway, so let's kind of talk about getting excited for creative projects. So a little about me. I am in the middle, near the end of a trilogy that I'm currently writing, which will hopefully be my first, independently published works. They're going to be a trilogy that I've been working on for several years, honestly. So yes, I'm excited about that. I usually try to write about 2,000 words a day is my goal, which is about 8 pages double spaced. Right for the last 2 months, I have written probably 10 pages, which is how much I'm basically supposed to be writing in a day. So things have not been good creatively for me. And part of the reason why is because we moved. As you can see from the space, I need to put something interesting on this wall so it's not just like white wall, but whatever. We'll get there, I'm sure. I changed 2 jobs during that 2-month time. It was crazy. We're good now. And I finished up school for the semester. And last semester really drained me for some reason. I don't know why. It was just a rough semester for me. So back in school this semester, I took kind of that month and a half off to kind of take stock of what it was that I wanted to do. I don't think I've actually... Okay, I should have published a video last week, but I'm filming this way in advance, so that way I have no excuse as to not post a video if it's already filmed. So anyway, there's that. So if I'm supposed to be writing, we'll just say if my goal for writing every day is 2,000 words, what happened? Why did I write so few words in 2 months? And I've learned a lot kind of in this process. I think that putting pressure on yourself to reach a certain goal is good in some cases, but some cases you need to take a step back and kind of, not make creativity or your creative projects feel like a chore, which is kind of what I was doing. So I kind of made my writing as a thing to check off my list. I made it to where, do dishes, like do my homework and write was kind of all in my list for the day. And so it became a chore. It became less of something that I was excited to do every day and more of like, oh, I gotta check it off my list. So let's kind of talk about some things that maybe would help others that may be in this situation as well. These were some of the things I did, and now I'm feeling really excited about my story again, so let's kind of talk about it. So I know with each creative project that I've ever done, I have a point where I hit a wall. This could be with dance. I really experienced it a lot with painting, which I'm not great at, but enjoy doing. And, I feel like I hit this wall, and I reach this point in my creative process where I'm painting or I'm writing and I'm all excited, and you first start a project and you're like, yes, this is it, this is the one. Then you get to kind of what authors call the soggy middle, where you've written so much and you still have so long to go. So it's easy to get discouraged. And I think that's where a lot of authors hit that wall. I think that's where, they kind of are like, why am I doing this? Is this even good? Is anybody going to care? Am I wasting my time? Should I invest this time that I'm doing in this creative project in another one? This is where the shiny new idea comes, and you're like, oh, it'd be so cool if I wrote a book about this. That's just when it comes. So, how do we step back? How do we get through the soggy middle? I had this with painting as well, where I'd be painting and it'd be okay, and then I would reach a point where I looked at what I had created, and I was like, this is actual garbage. Like, why did I waste my time doing this? But the key is to push past that point and to just get a little bit farther, and then you will see it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if what you're creating is good. It doesn't matter if what you're creating is perfect. Perfection, we're not ever going to reach perfection in any creative thing that we do. The important thing is to create. And so let's talk about kind of 3 ideas that I have to kind of help you when you're in the middle, when you hit that wall, when you're like, I don't know where else to go. So the first thing is take breaks. You could take a long break. And I know this is tricky for people who, their creativity is their job. I'm not telling you to not make money. I understand that sometimes when your creative project that you're working on, you have to get done on deadline because either you have an agent waiting for it, or you're getting money every month from whatever creative thing that you're doing. So obviously don't stop making money, but maybe take a step back. I think this is when it's important not to have all of your creative eggs in one basket. I think creativity kind of begets, if I can say that, creativity. So if you're doing a lot of different creative projects, if you're doing things that, are completely different from each other, that will kind of help you to take breaks from them once you hit that wall. You can kind of take a step back. You can get out of your own head, because that really is what the problem is. The problem isn't that you're not good enough. It's that you're thinking about it too hard, which I'm sure will be a whole nother video some other time, but we're not going to get into that right now. So I would recommend taking 1 day off a week, period. You need days off. You need to give your brain a break. For me, I don't really take a specific day. Like, I'm not like Sundays are the day that I do not write. No, it just kind of depends on the week. So like this week, I took Tuesday off because I had an early shift at work, and then I got home and I was really tired because of the early shift, and so I was like, you know what, we're just gonna take a step back. Today is gonna be the day. So I'd say at least 1 day off a week for any creative project that you're doing is so important. I think our society kind of celebrates workaholism too, which is not good, and we all need a step back. We all do. From if you have a physical job, school, work, or creative stuff, all of those things you need 1 day off. Which I think is perfectly reasonable. I don't know. Call me crazy. Okay, the second thing is to get re-inspired. So this could be things like, I know I watch videos on YouTube of authors, and one of them just got an agent the other day, and so to be so excited for her, even though I don't know her personally, just be like, wow, that's incredible that, people are progressing. This is possible. You can progress. You can get better. You can get past this middle part that you're at and stuck at. You can do it. You can push past this. You just, getting re-inspired, and I've been reading a lot, which has helped too. I think that might have been part of the problem with writing for me, is that I wasn't reading anymore. Last year was weird. I couldn't enjoy books. I couldn't settle my brain down enough to read. And so as like in my last video that I kind of explained everything, I am reading again. I'm not reading as much as I did because I'm still in school and I'm working, and now working on creative projects. So I may never be able to read exactly as much as I did before, but I'm getting like a good 2-3 books in a month, which isn't not too shabby considering I didn't read that much like last year. So anyway, super excited about that. And it's really inspiring to see books that are already done, to see that authors did it, they pushed through, they made it through the middle, and now they're published and I'm enjoying their story. Like that's so inspiring. And then the last thing I would say is, remember why you started in the first place. For me, I think I've always kind of been a writer ever since I started reading, and understood what it meant to put down words on paper. Like, I feel like that has always been something that's spoken to me. I always used to be a storyteller as well. All of the elaborate games I would play as a child, they were all storytelling. I sometimes, when I'm writing, I remember some of the games that I used to play as a kid, and I'm like, that's why, I used to do that. I was working through a story idea, in the future, which that sounded weird, but all I'm saying is that stuff comes back. And like the stuff I used to write as a kid, I'm now writing, as an adult. And it's interesting to see that evolution, I guess. But remember why you started. Why did you start the creative thing that you did? Do you love it? Is it something that, you can't not do? Is it something that, I don't know, lots of people have different reasons for starting things, and I think it's important to remember those. Keep it up on your wall, keep it up by your desk or by your computer, wherever it is that you do your creative stuff, so you can remember why it is that you create what you create. And I think that would really help you to be able to push through and continue. So, anyway, that's kind of all I got for today. It's been like 11 minutes. If you've made it through this video, wow, well done. Because I don't edit these, I just start filming, and maybe someday I will edit, but as of right now, you got to get stuff out there sometimes. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. Let me know what kind of creative things you're doing. Are you stuck in something? What are ways that you get re-excited for your creative projects again, especially when you've hit that middle or that wall that you just can't seem to get through? So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Bye from me, and bye from Hubble too. Bye.